I'm Barry Bagnetto, CBS News in Philadelphia. Same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court takes up one of America's biggest issues.
Is the country we live in ready for it?
In two historic cases being argued today and tomorrow, the justices will consider whether the Constitution's Equal Protection Clause supports recognition of same-sex marriage. Angela Giampolo runs a law practice here representing gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transsexual clients.
There are 561,000 same-sex couples in the U.S.
But laws are scattered, even antiquated, she says.
I could go to about 40 counties in Pennsylvania and be denied accommodation in a hotel.
Rick Kuntz and John Galligan have known each other for nearly 30 years. About 9 years ago, they married in Massachusetts. When they moved here for a job opportunity, the road trip, they remember, was surreal.
The absurdity of this is that as we moved from Boston to Philadelphia, we were joking in the car and we were saying, okay, we're married right now because we're in the state of Massachusetts. Okay, then we're moving, we go through Connecticut, we go through New York, we're still married. Okay, we go into New Jersey and
we're not married anymore.
We have a civil union. Okay.
Right. Welcome to Delaware. We're not married anymore.
One of the two cases involves California's Proposition 8, the other the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. It says one state doesn't have to accept a same-sex marriage from another one, and it denies these couples federal recognition and benefits. Galligan has caught both ways.
I worked for the federal government for 25 years, qualify for a pension, but Rick gets no survivor benefits.
Kuntz points out some corporations have come before the High Court arguing the current system isn't cost-effective because in some cases they have to keep two sets of books for same-sex couples.
The ridiculousness of two separate systems is coming to the fore, and we're really talking about separate and unequal here.
For couples such as this, same-sex marriage is as much a civil right as giving African Americans equal access to public education and transportation decades ago.
All of society benefits by all of its citizens being accorded equal rights.
Thomas Powers unfurls a banner that's being marched to the court.
It has a picture of a mother and a father and a boy and a girl on each side, and it reads, "Every child deserves a mom and a dad!" Exclamation point.
His group, the National Organization for Marriage, has organized a large demonstration urging the justices not to recognize the right to same-sex unions.
We want to demonstrate to the court and the culture that there's a real debate happening in this country that's ongoing. I believe it's the beginning of the marriage debate, and that we're calling on the Supreme Court to not cut that debate short by finding a constitutional right to redefine marriage.
The chairman of the group is constitutional law expert John Eastman.
For the Supreme Court to have a broad recognition of same-sex marriage, they have to determine the institution of marriage no longer has as its purpose procreation and the rearing of children. The consequences that would flow, I think, would be devastating to society. The states can be laboratories. A misstep in one state doesn't bring down the whole country.
CBS News senior legal analyst Andrew Cohen says conservatives on the court face a clash of two ideals they generally stand by: traditional marriage and states' rights. The swing vote most likely?
It's Justice Anthony Kennedy's case, and everyone knows it. He was born and raised in California. He has a long record of decisions acknowledging gay rights, and this one is right in his wheelhouse. He'll be on the winning side, and he'll likely write the majority opinion.
The ruling is expected late in June, perhaps on the final day of the term. Barry Bagnetto, CBS News, Philadelphia.